Discord has been taking over the game development information sphere for a couple of years now. I don't think this is a good idea. Here's why. Hello everybody and welcome! If you've been watching my channel for a while now, you have probably heard phrases like this a lot. In the case a Discord server, on the game's development Discord, on the Copernicus Discord server. That is because over the past couple of years it appears like every game developer under the sun, not just in the realm of space simulation games like Kerbal Space Program, has started to communicate with their followers exclusively over Discord. Want to know more about how the development for Kitten's space agency is going? Join our Discord! Want to check out Simple Planes too? Join our Discord! Want to take a sneak peek into Spaceflight Simulator 2? Join our Discord! Discord has nowadays taken over the job of talking with fans, presenting development progress, bug tracker and feature suggestion platform. Today I want to share with you why I think this is a problem and also offer other options for some of the aspects Discord is being used for. This is a bit of a different type of video compared to my usual content, but if you just stumbled across this channel, most of the times you'll find progress report on space games, analysis of these games and also gameplay on this channel. So if that is something you might enjoy, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss when I present new information to you that might otherwise be sequestered behind the walled garden of a Discord server. Before we get to my 4 reasons why Discord has become a problem, a quick refresher on what Discord is. It is a communication tool offering text messaging, voice calls, video calls and media sharing. This communication usually takes place in a collection of chat rooms called a server. Although Discord developers themselves call them guilds to distinguish them from actual real servers. And personally I think that term is more fitting, since a guild usually describes a group of individuals sharing a common interest. And similarly to a guild or a club, this leads to the first problem. Invite only. The internet was created to spread information across the globe. Initially only for military purposes, then for scientists and later for the general public. If you are online and have a web browser, you can participate in the ultimate repository of knowledge humanity has ever created and still continues to do so. However, as we just established, everything on Discord is put on a so-called server, and these servers can only be accessed with an invite link that usually expires after a week. Sure, many of the servers for game developers have such links without an expiration date that float around publicly, and some servers have thousands or tens of thousands of people on them. But that is not as accessible as having a public forum like the Kerbal Space Program community or a development blog or a company website with all relevant information. Right from the start when putting things on Discord, you're already setting up a hurdle to access information. And then this information is obscured further, which leads to the next problem with Discord: lost knowledge. If you want to stay informed about games nowadays, you basically need to join dozens of Discord servers and make sure you don't miss anything in the more active channels in each. Because unless somebody decides to pin a message or they have a dedicated announcement channel that is actively maintained, a developer might drop some important information in the general chat, and this then gets buried within seconds by hundreds of people reacting, asking follow-up questions or changing the topic. I have been reporting quite a bit on Kitten's space agency lately. But I often miss things because the developers will put some interesting stuff into one of the public channels, and since they're in New Zealand and I'm in Europe, by the time I am awake there have been hundreds of other messages and I don't even know that there was something I should pay attention to. Yes, there is a search function, but using it is a bit of a pain, and it's of no use if you don't even know that you should start searching for something. Then there are the live streams. Sometimes developers will present what they're working on via a group video call. This is great, but if you aren't available at the exact time this takes place, you're out of luck. Because once that stream is over, there is no way to re-watch it. Unless somebody else actively records this and posts the recording somewhere, all of the information presented during stream is lost. And there is another big problem that could lead to lost knowledge. Because if we're being honest, Discord is a single point of failure. If you spread information through a website or a forum, that data is available for everyone on the web. This also means that it can be searched, indexed and archived, for instance by the Internet Archive's Wayback Machine. And usually you run your own database, which you have hopefully backed up, meaning you control the data. Discord, on the other hand, is a single private company in total control of all the various servers and the data that is on them. Should that company ever go bankrupt or being taken over by a competitor that then decides to shut it down, all of that knowledge would be lost. You might think Discord is too big to fail. Well, a lot of people thought the same thing about Skype until Microsoft purchased it in 2011 for $8.5 billion US. A couple of years later, the product was a footnote and has since been replaced by Teams. Discord has started to aggressively push their Nitro subscription over the past months, which might indicate they're struggling financially. Or they have just gotten greedy. Capitalism! But even if Discord is here for eternity, putting all of your eggs into one singular basket is never a good idea. And shittification is a real problem with any kind of product or service nowadays. And if you make all of your knowledge subject to the whims of a single company, you might end up in trouble one day. And in the end, using Discord for knowledge transfer and public information, it's just the wrong purpose. Discord was never intended to be the PR arm of companies. It is not a bug tracker, it is not a website, and certainly not a knowledge transfer tool. It is designed to be a communication tool for communities to talk amongst themselves, have a chat, share memes and screenshots. People have started to use it for more and more over the years, and frankly, it wasn't designed to do what it does now. A lot of the heavy lifting is done by bots, for instance to keep spam accounts away, or for integration with other tools, for instance the Git bot, in the case a Discord server's changelog channel. If a game developer wants to present their progress and share insights into what they are doing, that type of information would be best put on a public website. Because even with tens of thousands of people in the case a Discord, there are potentially a lot more people outside of that walled garden that still would like to know more about what's going on with that game. And Rocketworks, the studio developing the game, always said any information on their server can be shared freely. So why not use an actual public forum? I'm not arguing against using Discord for community building and chatting with your followers. This channel also has a Discord server for that purpose. Link is in the description. I'm arguing against using Discord exclusively, especially when it comes to spreading information and sharing knowledge. Okay, now that the rant part of this video is over, what could all of these developers do differently? For things like FAQ, announcement or development updates, those should all be put on publicly available and searchable websites. If you insist on using Discord as your primary means of communication, at least integrate some type of bot or script that will grab the messages from certain channels and export them to your website. And no, using a Discord widget is not what I have in mind, because should Discord ever implode or decide to put everything behind a paywall, you will no longer have the information available. And an embedded widget is also not searchable from outside of Discord. In their quest to pull everything into their walled garden, Discord have offered webhooks, so you can, for instance, include GitHub commit messages to display directly into your server. Unfortunately, I haven't found a way to do this the other way around. Well, of course not. Why would a profit-oriented company want information to leave their walled garden? Regarding the livestream situation, I implore all developers to use a platform that doesn't remove the stream after it's finished. Sure, maybe there's something in there you don't want to have publicly available for all eternity. Then by all means don't publish the video after the stream, but somebody will surely have recorded it on their own anyway, so once something is out on the internet, it stays there. If you don't want your stuff to go public, don't stream it. And if you do stream it, make sure it can be rewatched on demand at a later point. I mean, you're watching this on YouTube, and YouTube of course offers this functionality. And if you enjoy this specific YouTube channel, maybe consider becoming a channel member or signing up over on my Patreon. For just a small contribution, you can watch all of my videos ad-free on Patreon, and if you choose one of the higher tiers on either platform, you can get early access to videos. Also, your name will show up here together with all of these wonderful people. And if you're interested in the type of equipment I use for making these videos, I have put some affiliate links down in the description. Thanks for being awesome and supporting what I do. Returning to the main point of this video, I'm not saying that you or game developers should boycott Discord. The platform has its well-earned merits and offers a lot for people who want to hang out with like-minded individuals. But I believe it is inherently ill-equipped to be a repository for knowledge or for information that should be public. Finally, I would like to put the question to you. Are you a Discord user or not? What do you think about the situation where developers and other companies wall off information behind a Discord server invitation? Personally, I think the internet should be as open and transparent as possible, and this practice over time creates a more segregated internet, which in the end is a detriment to us all. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know in the comments below.
If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel for more and follow me on my social thingies. The links are in the description. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.